6-1. That's the record of the Manitoba Bisons men's volleyball team going into, I would say, this weekend's games, but you guys play Thursday, Friday. What do you think of the short week, Garth PISCHKE?
Well, I'm glad we're at home.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like it too much if we had to travel. That would be really difficult on me preparing for the matches, and difficult on the athletes in missing another day of school. And it's a tough time of the year for them with their workload and getting ready towards the end of the year for their finals. So not a great situation, but we are at home, so that helps a lot.
I don't miss exams whatsoever, so I can imagine any time that the athletes get to work towards that and then have volleyball on their mind, they're going to take every day that they possibly can. Thompson Rivers comes in. They're 3-5. Like I said, you guys 6-1. One stat that you lead Canada West in early on in the year, granted there's still a number of games to go, is blocking. You mentioned during the press conference how important that's going to be against an offense like Thompson Rivers. You guys lead that category by one full block, and if you look at a 5-set game, that one full block can be very important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a skill that we work on a lot, and I just feel it's extremely important in the men's game. And I think over my career we've been known as a good blocking team, and maybe some other skills have suffered along the way. But I know that's one that I think is real important, especially against a team like Thompson Rivers and some of the other good teams in our conference. They have a lot of offensive power, so we have to try and neutralize and limit the options that they have, and we can only do that with our block.
So does that pressure then shift almost to the offensive side of the ball? You know, you guys get that block, I'd say, you know, it's more of a deflection, more of a block, and it creates a chance for you guys to create something offensively. Does it then become even more crucial to cash in on those offensive opportunities that you get? I mean, you look at your son Dane's one of the leaders on the team in kills. I believe he's got in and around 88 at this point of the year. Do you look to guys like that to kind of finish off those chances when you guys get them?
Well, for sure, and I think that's, you know, part of the game that I haven't been extremely happy with right now is our transition game, and I think we have to be more successful and more aggressive in that part of the game. So we have worked on it a fair amount the last couple of weeks, and we're going to continue to work on it, because I think that's one of the areas that we've seen in the preseason and in our first 7 matches that we need to improve upon.
How do you preach that aggression to your team?
Well, we're just doing a lot of drills, a lot of consequence drills involved in it, and just trying to instill that attitude of going for it and trusting yourself and trusting your ability to be aggressive, rather than you know, in our league you just can't put the ball over the net, because 90% of the time you're losing that rally, and if the stats were a little better, then we might just do that, but that's not the case.
That's Garth PISCHKE from the Manitoba Bisons men's volleyball team. They play Thursday and Friday this week against Thompson Rivers. The women's games get underway at 6. They also play Thompson Rivers, then the men follow up at 8. Or if the women's game goes 5, it could be 8:30. I've covered a number of those games. So either way, get down to the Investors Group Athletic Center Thursday and Friday. And if you want to check out the rest of the Manitoba Bisons schedule, gobisons.ca is the website. It'll have all the information there. For Shaw TV, I'm Mitchell Clinton.